Hey Nerd Society, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a really exciting topic, beta-level mutants in the Marvel Universe. We'll break down who these characters are, explore their awesome powers, and understand why they're classified at this unique level. But before we get started, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our latest content. Let's get into it. Jubilee Jubilation Lee creates explosive bursts of energy or fireworks, which are useful for distractions and tactical strikes. However, her power is limited in both range and impact, reducing its effectiveness against stronger adversaries or in large-scale conflicts. These constraints place Jubilee in the beta category, as her power is effective in smaller-scale encounters but lacks the broader impact or adaptability needed for more intense combat scenarios. She excels in diversion and close-quarters support, yet her ability falls short of the offensive strength found in higher-level mutants. Havoc, Alex Summers. Powerful plasma blasts make him an explosive force in combat, but he struggles to control the intensity and direction of these blasts, which can endanger allies and create collateral damage. He often requires focus and preparation to channel his powers safely, making him less effective in fast-paced or unpredictable situations. His classification as beta reflects his need for control, which limits his adaptability in chaotic combat environments. Havoc's powers can be highly destructive, but his lack of precision restricts his overall tactical flexibility, placing him below more controlled and adaptive mutants. Angel, Warren Worthington, has the ability to fly using his large, feathered wings, which grant him agility and maneuverability in the air. His natural flight capabilities make him a versatile asset in certain combat situations, especially when it comes to reconnaissance or rescuing allies. However, his powers are limited in terms of offensive capability, and he has no enhanced durability against stronger or faster opponents, making him more vulnerable in close combat. Angel's beta classification comes from these limitations. While his flight is impressive, he lacks the destructive power or adaptability seen in higher-level mutants. Colossus, Pyotr Rasputin, can transform his skin into organic steel, granting him near invulnerability and immense strength. However, this transformation makes him less agile, limiting his flexibility and speed in combat. He is more exposed to faster or more agile opponents and lacks natural defenses against ranged attacks. Colossus's beta classification is due to his dependence on close combat and his lack of versatility in fast-paced, complex combat scenarios. His powers are impressive but specialized, and his limitations make him less adaptable to varied combat situations than more flexible mutants. Sabertooth, Victor Creed. With enhanced physical abilities, sharp senses, and a healing factor, Sabertooth is resilient in close-range combat. However, his healing is not as reliable as Wolverine's, and he can still suffer severe injuries if overpowered. His aggressive, often impulsive nature also hampers his effectiveness in strategic scenarios, limiting his utility in prolonged battles. Sabertooth's beta classification comes from his reliance on brute strength in close-quarters combat. He's less effective against long-range or more calculated opponents, as his unpredictable nature makes him vulnerable in situations requiring control and precision. Rogue, Anna Marie. Rogue's ability to absorb the memories, powers, and even personality traits of anyone she touches can make her temporarily very powerful. However, her lack of control over this ability is a severe limitation, as it prevents her from safely interacting with others. Additionally, the need for physical contact to activate her power limits her range and can leave her exposed. These limitations make Rogue a beta mutant, as her powers rely on proximity to others, and her inability to deactivate them poses a risk to her allies. Rogue's power, while formidable, is unpredictable and can lead to isolation, impacting her effectiveness and versatility in team-based situations. Mimic, Calvin Rankin. Mimic can replicate the powers of other mutants nearby, which can be highly advantageous in team settings. However, he only retains these abilities temporarily and loses access to them when separated from their original sources, making him dependent on the presence of other mutants to stay effective. This reliance on others' powers, combined with his inability to replicate them at their full strength, places him in the beta category. Mimic's effectiveness is compromised when operating alone, and his powers are not consistent or autonomous, which limits his potential in solo combat scenarios. Gambit, Remy LeBeau. Gambit's power to charge objects with kinetic energy, typically using playing cards as explosive projectiles, gives him a unique edge in combat. However, he relies on physical objects to use his power, which restricts his effectiveness when his tools are unavailable, and his explosive impact has limited range and destructive power compared to other mutants. This reliance on objects and the relatively constrained impact of his energy-charged attacks classify Gambit as beta level. Despite his skill and tactical acumen, he lacks the ability to create large-scale destruction or manipulate his surroundings, limiting his effectiveness in high-stakes battles against more powerful opponents. Neyer. The Submariner is incredibly strong, especially in water, and possesses abilities like underwater breathing and flight, making him a formidable force in aquatic settings. However, his power is environment-dependent, as his strength decreases when he is on land for extended periods, which restricts his full potential in non-aquatic environments. While Namor's abilities make him a significant force in his element, his reliance on the ocean and his often volatile temperament limit his adaptability in more varied combat situations. His unpredictable nature can also make him an unreliable ally in team-based missions, leading to his classification as a beta mutant. Wolverine. Logan. Wolverine's enhanced healing factor, acute senses, and retractable adamantium claws make him a fierce fighter and nearly indestructible in battle. However, his healing ability has limits. It can be depleted by extensive injuries, leaving him vulnerable in prolonged confrontations. Additionally, his adamantium skeleton, while giving him incredible durability, exerts a constant toll on his body, making his resilience both a strength and a liability. Logan's classification as beta level also stems from the limited range of his abilities, which rely on close combat and physical prowess rather than broader powers like energy manipulation or elemental control. This makes him susceptible to long-range attacks and puts him at a disadvantage against mutants who can affect their environment on a grander scale. And that's a wrap on today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed diving into the world of beta-level mutants and learning more about their unique powers and limitations. There are so many fascinating characters in the Marvel Universe, and we've just scratched the surface. If you like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up. Every like helps the channel grow. And don't forget to leave a comment down below with your thoughts on these mutants or any other characters you'd like us to explore in future videos. If you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on those notifications so you never miss out on our latest content. Thanks for hanging out with us today, and we'll catch you in the next one. Stay nerdy, my friends.